Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast of Greater St. Helens League football action between the visiting Hockinson Hawks and the Ridgefield Spudders. Good to have you with us. Once again, Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media, providing tonight's rooftop live stream coverage down at the hot potato known as Ridgefield, Washington, or Costco USA, or Sam's Club Alternative. It is great to be back down here. Clear skies above, a beautiful view of Mount St. Helens in the backdrop. Needing some snow, by the way. But Ridgefield welcoming Hockinson here for the league opener. And Hockinson comes into this one still searching for their first victory of the season at 0-2. Unable to pick up a win in their first two tries. First against Fife, they fell to the Trojans 48-7. And then just recently taking a trip way up north to Mount Baker High School and falling to Mount Baker 27-7. Meanwhile, Ridgefield 2-0 on the young season after picking up a win on the road against Prairie in the season opener 48-7, in which Ridgefield was not really tested at all. They got more than a test here at home last week against the 1A playoff team and EVCO champion Montesano Bulldogs. Montesano actually had a lead midway through the fourth quarter here, but Ridgefield was able to rally and put together a game-winning drive capped by a touchdown run by Clyde Stevens, who's been the workhorse so far for the Spudders, totaling 44 carries in 2 games for 283 yards and 2 touchdowns. Difference for Ridgefield this season is going to be strength in numbers. Ridgefield turning out over 100 total players between freshmen all the way up to senior class. So head coach Scott Rice in his 6th season with the Ridgefield Spudders have strength in numbers and a lot of depth, and that's allowing Coach Rice to utilize guys on different positions on both sides of the ball to where guys don't have to really play both sides, so they can get some good rest and reserve their reps for either offense or for defense. And leading the way for the Spudders offense is junior quarterback Landon DeBeaumont, and DeBeamont's off to a good start, and he's a dual threat quarterback as well. He's already got 3 touchdown passes on the season and 2 rushing touchdowns to go with it, totaling 294 yards on the young season. So good balance for Ridgefield on the offensive side. And we'll get to know Hockinson here in a little bit, and know them we must, because next week we will be covering Hockinson once again as they make the trip up north to take on the R.A. Long Lumberjacks next Friday at 7 o'clock. And we will be live streaming that game for y'all, but we got one right in front of us here. The first 12 minutes of action set to get underway. Ridgefield wearing dark blue tops and bottoms with orange trim, white helmets, will kick off from left to right, and Hockinson set to receive. And the kick is deep, and it's in the end zone, and it will not be brought out. Hockinson will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fans, again, thank you so much for being with us. Please like on the live stream for whatever platform you're on. We do feature a live stream comment section, so please comment your thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams, favorite color. Any and all thoughts are up for discussion. And again, share that link with friends and family as we get started here. And again, if you're a fan of Hockinson watching this live stream, next week we will be featuring you once again on the road at Longview Memorial Stadium, So we got 3 wide receivers and a tight end here, running back off to the right. And it's going to be a handoff inside, and picking up maybe a couple here is the running back Lionel Sutton. And they're going to give Sutton 4 yards. We've got down and distance, time, and score in the top right corner of your screen. Aiden Donowitz, the senior quarterback, claps and receives and hands off. And a jump cut back to the outside, getting around the edge, close to the first down marker. See where they spot this one, and I believe they're going to stop the clock momentarily, and they're going to say first down Hawks. It's a 6-yard carry for Sutton, so back-to-back carries for the junior. And Hockinson has 10 yards on a first down. Four wide receivers here. And now a pistol look, and now going back to the shotgun. Switching now to the near side motion, coming across the line. Clears the line, and it's a handoff going to the opposite side, and a jump cut back towards the middle linebacker position. Tripped up there is Sutton, so 3 straight handoffs. Tackle on the play there by Colt Couch. You may be watching from your couch, and if you're not, just know that you can stream this on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, and most smart TVs have a YouTube app, just search N2 Media LLC on YouTube, and you can cast it directly to the big screen. 2-yard gain there for Sutton. Again, 4 wide receivers spread out really wide here, and it's another handoff, and Ridgefield expecting it. It's the 4th straight designed run inside zone being worn out here in the early going, and it's a gain of about 1. And again, 4 wide receivers. Sutton off to the right. Donowitz claps, gets the snap. Play action, pass out to the right, and a big hit delivered, but staying on his feet and trying to get to the marker is unable to. Good catch on the delivery there from Donowitz. It's going to bring up 4th down, and on that reception was Ryder Stenerson, and the special teams unit is going to sub on, and Hawks look to be punting this one away. Again, fam, we do have a live stream comment section, so feel free to type in any comments you have. And it's a high snap, and it's going back towards the end zone, and it's still loose. And then finally covered up on inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 2, maybe 3-yard line, but either way you cut it. Excellent field position for the Spuds. So an early special teams mistake by Hockinson is going to put Ridgefield on the doorstep right away. 9:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Mistakes like that are what drives coaches crazy. And it's going to be de Beaumont in the shotgun here. And it's a handoff inside, close to the goal line. No signal yet. That carry by Jake Olson. And they've got Olson marked short. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Split tight end in between the tackle and the guard to the right. Olson, the running back, gets the handoff, and he is bottled up immediately. First there, number 70, Peyton Thompson for the defense. Hawks looking to come up with a big goal line stand here. Olson still the running back. And it's a pass, and this one is in the dirt, incomplete. Hockinson holds pressure by Jasper Armstrong, number 43. Let's see what head coach Scott Rice wants to go with here. If he's going to send out the field goal unit and try to pay off this drive with points, and that is the decision. Chet Pace, the holder, gets it, puts it down, kick is up, and it's through. Kick is made by Carson Young. 3-0 Ridgefield. Ridgefield unable to gain any yardage officially on that drive, which again started first and goal at the 3. Those first 3 Ridgefield offensive plays did not feature running back Clyde Stevens. Not sure if Olson's the goal line back or Stevens is dressed tonight. .805 to go first quarter. Joey Taylor will handle the kickoff duties. Second kickoff here for Ridgefield. Another deep kick, and this one makes contact with the returner, but it's in the end zone, and Washington State High School rules say that's a touchback. Out to the 20 it'll go. Again, fans, Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media saying thank you so much for being with us here tonight. It's been a while since I've been down here at the Hot Potato. Not since last season for basketball, I believe. Pressure shows here by the linebackers, and it's a handoff right at the pressure, and the defense is there. Big gang tackle by Ridgefield. Couch in there. And Couch is credited with the tackle by PA announcer Bob Meek. Bob Meek and Nick Allen, the head coach of the Ridgefield baseball team, working hard up in the booth. Joined by special guest spotter Vaughn Sisson. Trips here to the near side. Single wide receiver to the top. Donowitz claps 5 times, gets the ball, and it's a play action, and it's a fade route. We got a man beat, and a catch is made behind the defense. Hauled in by Kyle Alexander. That is going to be a 30-yard gain. Donowitz to Alexander. What a ball there. Had a step early. Good move on the outside by Alexander. Obviously, the completion was made, but could have been for more yardage there if the ball was led just a little bit. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout. We've got a player dropping to a knee here for Ridgefield. And looked like Hockinson was just seconds away from getting the snap. The player injured on the play, number 21, Brian McLemore III, and he's heading over to the bench to be evaluated by the trainers. Well, first timeout of the ball game, and it's going to be charged to Ridgefield. .702 to go. Ridgefield with a 3-0 lead here in the early going. We're going to peruse Twitter here and check on what we've got for score updates that have meaning. Stevenson on top 49-14 with 8:03 to go versus Fort Vancouver. And after the timeout, Hoxton's going to come out with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, running back off to the right for Donowitz. Just 5 down linemen here, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle And stacked up before he gets to the line of scrimmage, then folded up on as well. It's more than likely Sutton, the running back. And it's going to be a loss of 1, and that is probably an uncomfortable tackle to get out of. In fact, it wasn't Sutton. It was Jake McKee with the carry. McKee listed at 5'7", 160. Beautiful night here in Ridgefield, a.k.a. the hot potato. Tight end, again vacant, 4 wide receivers, near slot. And it's a fade ball to the outside, and it is hauled in. Did he keep the feet in bounds? And yes, first down signal given. Donowitz with another beautiful ball. This one good for 20 as he hooks up with Zachary Chung. First down, Hockinson. The Hawks moving. Trips near side, single wide receiver to the top. Let's see if Donowitz goes that way. The Hawks are having some success throwing the ball here. Looks like pressure might be coming from the top as well. And it's a ball down the seam, man open, catch is made to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Zachary Chung into the end zone. All in all, it's a 30-yard touchdown by Donowitz to Chung, 6-3 Hockinson. Snap is low, it's put down, the kick is up and put through. Hockinson answers after a disastrous special teams error, set Ridgefield up 1st and goal from the 3. The defense answers the bell, holds Ridgefield to just 3, and then the offense on its second possession goes 80 yards to answer and take a 7-3 lead. Impressive drive, and again the touchdown capped, a 30-yarder from Donowitz to Chung. Well, got ourselves a ball game here early on, folks. Hockinson set to kick off, and handling the duties is Owen Donowitz. And this one is high but short, fielded at the 20-yard line. And cutting it back here to the near side and crossing the 25 down at the 27 is Reese Holmes. So Ridgefield will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Ultra Beast knows how to use the live stream comment section. Fire emoji accepted. 7-3, 6 minutes ago here in the opening quarter. Again, fans, we're going to be live at Longview Memorial next Friday for Hockinson against R.A. Long. So if you're watching from the Hockinson crowd, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free, and it's a lot of fun. Motion man, fake to the motion man, and a free blitzer in the face of the Beaumont. Pass out to the near side is incomplete, intended for Talon Soski. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. And again for the 2nd consecutive drive, Clyde Stevens not in the backfield. And we did have a penalty on the play, apparently. A legal procedure. It's going to back up Ridgefield 5 yards. So 1st and 15. To Beaumont, out route, complete. Good catch out there. Getting past the original line of scrimmage. In fact, picking up about 8 is number 1, Wyatt Hemmelman. And credit him 8. 2nd down and 7. Maybe give him 9. It's pretty close to 2nd down and 6 here, I'd say. Clock running here, 1st quarter action. Trips to the near side, and it's going to be a handoff. And it looks like maybe nothing here. I thought it might be a loss on the play, but Ty Rogers getting the carry. Call it no gain. 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 6 range. Stevens does have a lot of tape on his right knee. And again, he is in uniform on the near sideline, so we'll see if he's maybe going to make an appearance. We got a little bubble screen here to the near side. And getting a block and getting the edge, crossing the 40-yard line and thrown out of bounds. And signaling for the 1st down, that is number 12, Vincent Dollins. And that's a big 1st down for Ridgefield, their 1st of the ball game, as they find themselves trailing here 7-3 with 4:35 to go in the opening quarter. Action right in front of us here on the roof in Ridgefield. And it's a jet sweep. And Hemmelman has more than enough for a 1st down as he crosses midfield. In fact, crosses the 45-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. And there was a flag thrown, though. And this is probably in the area of a hold. A little bit downfield. And it is a hold against Ridgefield. Spot foul. So it's still going to remain 1st down, but it's going to be about a 10-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 1st down and 15 from the spot. So a couple of good plays in a row there for Ridgefield, but they endure their 2nd penalty on the drive. 4 wide receivers, tight slot on the near side, motion coming across. And it's going to be a handoff, and Olsen's got some space, and he is up the far sideline, sprinting towards the end zone. Can they catch him? They cannot. Touchdown, Ridgefield. It's a 64-yard gain to pay dirt for number 16, Jake Olsen. Olsen off to a hot start so far this season, filling in here for Stevens in the early going of the game. He had 2 touchdowns scored in week 1 on defense against Prairie. And this one, he has a 64-yard scamper to the hizzy. 9-7 Ridgefield. PAT attempt looks good, and it is. 10-7, Ridgefield reclaims the lead here at home. 4:10 to go in the opening quarter. $64 yards for Jake Olsen. Just like that, it can happen fast, folks. Ridgefield with the kickoff here, and it is deep once again. Returnable, though, and instead it's going to go over the heads of the returners, and another touchback, the third so far of the ball game. Big kicking leg by Joey Taylor. So Hockinson will start out 1st and 10 at their own 20. Again, fans, be sure to share the live stream link if you could with friends and family, social media if you got it. 4 wide receivers here for Hockinson. And running back behind Donowitz here, so a pistol look, and it's going to be a handoff to the running back, and tripped up near the original line of scrimmage and falling forward is going to be number 4, Lionel Sutton. It's going to be a gain of about 2-ish, maybe 3. And again, 4 wide receivers, and it's way wide out here. And it's another handoff. And good job there by the defensive line. In there is number 58, Stanley Nansen. Loss of about 1. Will Andrew also in there on the tackle for Ridgefield. Approaching the 3-minute mark here. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Play action, ball delivered, and it's incomplete right near the sticks. And that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8. And Hawkinson's going to send out the special teams unit. First attempted punt went over the head of the punter and settled down at the 3-yard line where Ridgefield would start its first drive of the game. Hockinson hoping not to duplicate that effort. And this one on target and a rugby-style running punt. And this one's going to go out of bounds. And the officials are going to have a tough job trying to decide where this thing went out of bounds at. And they're going to give Ridgefield the ball in Hawks territory at the 45-yard line. And that's where we're going to start the next drive. 2:40 to go. Trips to the near side, single wide receiver at the top. Back to pass to Beaumont, looking here to the near side. A little out route from the slot receiver. Catch is made. And a decent little game there on 1st down for Vincent Dollins. Might actually be Dolans, so Vincent Dolans we'll go with. I'm going to lean on Bob Meek's knowledge more than mine. A little bit tighter looking formation here for wide receivers. Olsen to the left of the Beaumont motion coming across, and it's a handoff to the running back Olsen. Coming across the line of scrimmage there was Wyatt Hemmelman, and Hemmelman took a jet sweep for about 17, 18 yards before it was called back for a hold, but that little motion there, a wrinkle, so to speak, for the offense is going to help free things up for the running back Olsen. It did when he went for that 64-yarder because it was the very next play that ended up going to the house. 2nd down, a little bubble screen to the top. Catch is made, tripped up beyond the 30-yard line is Hemmelman. And they're going to give him 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Clock running, 1:23 to go here in the first. 4 wide receivers. And motion, and it's a handoff to the motion man. Dolan's looking to get the edge, and he is brought down short of the line. Jasper Armstrong doing a great job tracking down Dolan's on the jet sweep to the near side. It's going to bring up 4th down, and definitely going to be go-for-it range here for Scott Rice and the Ridgefield Spudders. A little bit too far out probably for a field goal attempt. It would be a 45-yard attempt from here. Playbook still open here. Motion going back towards the far side, and now we've got a flag. And the play is going to stand, and it's going to be a 1st down, but I believe that this one's going to be called off for an illegal formation for Ridgefield. It's going to be a legal shift. So back Ridgefield up 5. This is going to spot it at the 33-yard line. Still probably in go-for-it mode. You could always try a pooch punt here to down Hockinson inside the 10. I think the odds favor Ridgefield here, the analytics to go for it in this situation. Let's see what offensive coordinator Jordan Gully Wells wants to dial up here. 2 wide receivers are tight on the near side, and the slot's tight at the top. Olsen, the running back, to the right of DeBeaumont. See if they go hard count here. Instead, clock was running here, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Ridgefield leads it 10-7 after 1. Again, fans, thank you for being with us here tonight. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. Next week, we will be live from Longview Memorial Stadium. Hockinson will take on R.A. Long. And R.A. Long not quite in action yet. They kick off tonight at 8 o'clock at Kiggins Bowl. Second game of the night at Kiggins Bowl. It's an awesome night for football here. Beautiful night as I'm wide lens here. Clear skies above, lights are on, and I've got my oldest son, Vaughn, with me. Vaughn, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Thanks for coming down with Dad and watching some football. What do you think so far?
Spudders are doing great, especially Jake Olsen.
Jake Olsen, yep. Good analysis, yep. He had that really long touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah.
4th down play here. DeBeaumont with some time steps up. Is he going to try to scramble for it? He is, and he gets towards the near side. He gets a block, and he's got a 1st down. Player goes down, cuts it back in to the 5 and out of bounds. What a play by Landon DeBeaumont. Just what the doctor ordered. It's going to be a 29-yard gain on the scramble drill. There is a flag, though, back here out of bounds. Oh, the laundry might nullify a great run by quarterback Landon DeBeaumont. And it looks like that Ridgefield is moving in the reverse direction, and based on where the flag was thrown, it is still going to be 4th down. It's going to be, I believe, a spot foul, though, so this will be the 3rd straight 4th down attempt for Ridgefield. And they are going to spot this one, so it's going to be a gain somehow. to Beaumont. Shafted out of a big 29-yard gain there on the scramble drill. Not sure what they got for the call, if it was an illegal block or unnecessary roughness, but either way, 4th down and 5. It'll be the 3rd consecutive 4th down try. Ridgefield has picked up 2 in a row, but both of them nullified by penalty. What do you think about that, Vaughn?
Oh, that's great.
Motion to the near side, and it's a double reverse. Does he have enough to get the edge? He doesn't. What a play! Hockinson holds. 44 on the tackle. James Vaca. What a read there on the reverse handoff towards the far side. Turnover on downs after all of that. Hockinson takes over at their own 40-yard line. Starting to get chilly up here in the Pacific Northwest here. Sub 60 degrees. Hockinson looking to heat things up here at the hot potato. And it's going to be an inside handoff. And that looks like Ridgefield, one player was yelling, it looked like for a fumble, but not going to get it. Forward progress is going to net Hockinson a half-yard here. Credit that carry to Jake McKee. 2nd down and 9. And 4 wide receivers. And a drop back here. Donowitz loads up, going to the near side deep, and overthrows his intended target. Pass is intended for Kyle Alexander. It's going to be 3rd down and long here.
I can barely see that, Melvin.
Hells Bells getting warmed up here in Ridgefield. Student section on their feet, looking to fire up the defense. 4 wide receivers. Donowitz signaling to the far side wide receivers, see if he checks into something here. And gets the snap, looks left, throws it. It's a deep out route. Did he make the catch? It's on the turf. A good ball. Placed only where his guy could go down and get it, but a very difficult catch to haul in there, intended for Madsen Richardson. It's going to bring up 4th down, so the defense for Ridgefield doing a great job there. It's the 2nd consecutive forced punt that the defense is credited with after giving up the 80-yard touchdown drive about midway through that first quarter. And the punt just gets away, and it should be returnable. And caught, and a little seam opening up here. Cutting it back towards the far side and getting loose. But dancing around, coming back to the near side. It's still loose. Tackle finally made. But the return there by number 28, Reese Holmes. Holmes making everybody hold their breath, including me.
Reese was just running and running, trying to get past.
Yeah, he sure was. And we've got a timeout signaled here. It's going to be Nick Sisson and Vaughn Sisson here with you at Ridgefield. Vaughn, what do you think about this place?
It's high up here.
It's high up here, that's right. Yeah, we're on the roof here in Spuddville. Did you know that Ridgefield's going to build an In-N-Out burger?
Nope.
Yep, it'll be good. I'm excited about it.
I don't think I've ever had In-N-Out.
That's not true.
Have I?
Yep. Absolutely. We had it on our trip to Lake Tahoe, or way back home from Lake Tahoe.
I miss that place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think everybody collectively would agree that they miss Lake Tahoe.
I love their popcorn chicken. Or, what was the one I always got?
I don't know.
Like those mini things. I forgot.
Olsen gets a handoff and a bruising run. He's thrown down, though. Hard tackle, but Olsen harder running. It's a 14-yard gain on first down, and it gives Ridgefield another first down. Olsen remaining in the backfield here. No Clyde Stevens so far here tonight, who is dressed in uniform. Motion is Hemmelman, and he clears the line, and it's going to be a handoff inside. And Olsen tripped up at midfield, a gain of 2. .940 to go here in the first half. 10-7 Spuds.
The snotches getting on that.
3 wide receivers, tight end on the far side of the field. Slot motion coming back to the near side. And DeBeaumont looking there first, now looking to the right. Throws out, has a man, catch is made, and let's see where it's spot. I think it's going to be short. And it is going to bring up third down. It's a 6-ish, 7-yard gain there. Elias Farley with the reception.
These two teams are doing great.
Yep. It's going to be a handoff, and it's first down yardage. Still on his feet. And the leg's still chugging across the 35-yard line, and that's where the official is going to spot it for Olsen as he racks up another 9 yards on the ground. He's already about to that 100-yard mark here in the first half. Ridgefield with a partial huddle up there. Wide receivers staying out here, and it's trips to the near side. And the ball's on the ground. DeBeaumont retreats, and he just covers up on it, but he didn't get on it. It's still loose. Did Hockinson pick it up? No, it looks like second down signaled somehow. DeBeaumont comes up with it. So the momentum halted right there. For Ridgefield, they've got second and very long. It's going to be second down and 26 or so here. Again, Clyde Stevens on the near sideline has not entered the game. And it's a swing route out of the backfield. Catch is made. And cutting it up the hashes. Just putting his head down. There is a flag behind the play. Ridgefield has been unfortunate, to say the least, when it comes to blocking downfield. More than likely, they're going to get a hold here on the run that would have gotten back about 10-ish, 11-ish yards.
Honestly, Mark Morris and Hockinson look the same.
What's that?
Hockinson and Mark Morris look the same.
Oh, yeah. They do have the same colors, don't they? Except Mark Morris has a little bit of red in their uniforms.
Yeah.
And it is another penalty here on Ridgefield, so point of emphasis for Coach Rice in the locker room for sure. Ridgefield only on top here by 3 at home in the Greater St. Helens 2A League opener. Hockinson again searching for their first victory on the season. DeBeaumont back to pass, steps up, still looking downfield, finds a man, catch is made, And tackled out of bounds is number 81, Noah Stromberg, his first reception. So it's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line. It's still going to be 3rd and long. Be about 3rd and 16 here. It's a 12-yard gain. And it's going to be a hurry-up situation here. Trips to the top, single wide receiver to the bottom. And the DBs are playing well off the line here. And DeBeaumont has some time, steps up, and he's going to throw it downfield. It flutters, and it's behind the intended receiver, nearly intercepted. And it's going to be 4th down. We'll see what Ridgefield elects to do here. They went for it on 4th down 3 consecutive times. There is a flag in the backfield here again. And it's going to be on Ridgefield. And it's going to be 4th down. The penalty declined. 4th down and 16. And it looks like Scott Rice is going to send in the special teams unit. So Hockinson hanging in there. Ridgefield just kind of stubbing its toe so far with the penalties. Punt is away, and it's going to land down. And did it touch a hawk? No, does not. As Ridgefield would have jumped all over that right away. And it is going to be downed. Great punt all in all for Ridgefield, as it looks like it's going to be spotted at the 7-yard line, and that's where Hockinson will start its next drive. Hockinson did capitalize with a touchdown on an 80-yard drive, so this is definitely within their range. Hockinson looking to eclipse that 7-point mark. That's where they're at right now, but they've yet to score more than 7 in any of their games so far. Only 2, small sample size. Donowitz claps, handoff, and a short gain. Give him about 3. I love 3 yards. 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And they're going to credit the Hawks with 4. But yeah, 1st and 10, 3 yards, 4 yards. That's like my favorite play. That's money all day. Trips to the near side, single wide receiver to the top. Donowitz claps. And looking to pass. It's a fade ball out here right in front of us, and it's caught. The adjustment made. The defender never got his head around, and one of the assistant coaches out here on the sideline for Ridgefield is looking for an incomplete pass because it was bobbled, but that is not going to be the ruling. It's a 25-yard gain for Kyle Alexander and a Hawks 1st down.
What time is it?
7:45. So Hockinson, from the shadow of their own end zone, have already carved up 33 yards. They're still in their own territory at the 40. Trips to the top now. And some pressure coming. Little comeback route here on the near side, and it's going to be another 6-yard pickup for Hockinson. Another reception there for Kyle Alexander, 2nd down and 4. And it looks like Jake Olson's going to sub in for Ridgefield on this next defensive play. Four wide receivers, 2 to each side. And it's a pass play and blitz, and stepping up Donowitz, and he's got some space, and he's going to tuck it and run near the marker, and he gets a little extra push, and he's going to have a 1st down. So Hockinson with a new set of downs. Aiden Donowitz leading the charge for the Hawks at quarterback, has done a fine job so far here tonight. Already one touchdown pass, and Hockinson in good position here. 4:25 clock running, second quarter, just before the half, and 3 wide receivers are tucked here on the near side. Spread offense all around here, and they have not taken a snap under down Hawks! A 50-yard hookup. Donowitz to Madsen Richardson. Richardson in stride. That ball couldn't have been handed off better. Hockinson reclaims the lead, 13-10. Extra point attempt is up, and it looks outside, and it is. It's no good. So it's going to be a 6-point possession after the 50-yard touchdown, the second of the ball game by Donowitz. First for Richardson. 4:06 to go, and Hockinson leads this one by 3. Fans, again, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Please be sure to follow the page on Facebook or like the live stream on YouTube and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, so please help me out. I'm only like 200 and something away from that. That's a big number to get to on YouTube. And again, your support, much appreciated. It takes like no effort at all. All you got to do is just click a button and that's it.
I don't even have 50 subscribers.
You don't even have 50 subscribers? Little bit of shine on the field now.
It's hard to get subscribers.
It is, yeah. It's easy if you ask people. All they got to do is just hit the subscribe button. That's it. Means nothing, except it means everything. Kickoff end over end, and it's going to be fielded. And coming back towards the near side and cutting it up the middle of the field, spun down at about the 33, 34-yard line is number 28, Reese Holmes.
I just hope I'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I would recommend just getting into something for the love of doing it because, yeah, hasn't been any social media money. We get donations. Donations are good. We like those. Ridgefield huddled up here on the near sideline. They trail with exactly 4 minutes to go in the first half. And it's a bunch formation, 3 wide receivers at the top. And it's a handoff. And it's going to be a short gain here on first down. Olsen picks up 2, maybe 3. Clock running. And 4 wide receivers here in motion coming back across the line. And Beaumont back to pass, stepping up, under pressure, can't get rid of it, and he goes down. Sack from the edge.
I just turned 10 like 11 days ago. My birthday party was awesome. I got so many cool gifts.
It was a fun time.
Especially pretty much almost all my friends who could show up, they did.
That's always a big win. 3rd and 11, Ridgefield needs to come up with something here, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Motion back towards the top. And Beaumont looking to the right and throws it out. It's a little short completion, looking for some run after the catch. Not going to get much. Ridgefield's going to be short and send in the punt team.
Hockinson are Hawkinson's is good at these tackles.
Oh, yeah.
They're just not letting Ridgefield get past.
Nope. That's expert analysis there from 10-year-old color commentator Vaughn Sisson. Nicole's in the live stream comment section. Nicole, hope everything is well with you and the family. Ridgefield could sure use a Wyatt Bartroff out here right now. As this ball is punted in, it's going to hit the turf. And it's going to go out of bounds just in front of the 30-yard line. And Hockinson with the ball and all the momentum. Minute 52 to go. And the Spudders do receive the second half kickoff. There is a lot of game left here. Starting to get the sniffles here because it's cold out, but I prepared for that. Three wide receivers to the near side. 2 touchdown passes so far here in the first half for Aiden Donowitz. Donowitz waits for the snap, looks left, throws left, and it's tipped up in the air and incomplete. Good defense there by Talon Soski. It's been tough, though, so far here for Ridgefield to deal with the Hockinson passing attack, and they haven't been able to generate much pressure on the QB as well. The offensive line doing a good job of holding up.
If you do want to check out my YouTube channel, the name is Vonnie's Tacos 789, no spaces.
There you go. There's a good plug. And Ridgefield comes up with a tackle on a 2nd down and 10 handoff that's going to garner 2 yards for Hockinson. And I was just beginning to wonder to myself quietly if head coach Rice was going to go ahead and call a timeout here to see if he can't get his offense back out onto the field. And that's what he does. Ridgefield with 1 timeout remaining. Hockinson with 2 remaining. I know it says 3 on the scoreboard unless they weren't charged with a timeout earlier. Whew. Cold out. When it's cold outside.
Honestly, I love both of these teams. I love every team right now.
Yeah. On Alaska on top of Mossy Rock, 48-0. Wow. Welcome to 2B football. Yikes. That's in the 2nd quarter with 5 minutes to go. Ben Zimmerman at Longview Memorial covering Mark Morris and Columbia River, and the Monarchs have an 8-0 advantage heading into the locker room. And it's a big 3rd down here. Ridgefield needs to get a stop and wants to get the ball back, a chance to potentially tie or take the lead before heading to the locker room. And we got 2 slots tight to the line here and looking deep here and getting a step, and this pass is hauled in, and they're going to say caught. Alexander has done a phenomenal job.
Kyle with that great catch.
Donowitz has done a great job of laying it up there and allowing his guy to settle underneath of it and make the receptions. Big conversion there.
That throw was awesome, though.
Yeah, it was a great throw. It's in Ridgefield territory now at the Spudders' 42-yard line. That is a 20-yard gain. And now under pressure, scrambling, throwing it, I believe, left-handed out of bounds.
I see a planet far away.
It's a minute 19 to go now. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So now after Ridgefield was hoping to come up with a stop on 3rd down, now they're just hoping to keep Hockinson from having an opportunity to add to their lead here. Again, 8-0 the score at Longview Memorial between Mark Morris and Columbia River. A lot of folks are probably wondering why I'm not down there doing that game. Well, it's because I thought it was originally scheduled to be played at Columbia River, but apparently there was an agreement a couple of years ago, as discovered by a Columbian sports writer Tim Martinez did a good job explaining it in his live stream link and prediction column. And the ball's up for grabs. Is it intercepted? It is! Big play there for Ridgefield as they get the turnover on downs. Credit Chase Duncan with the pick. Take a look in the Ridgefield huddle here.
Spuds have to catch up. Only 1 minute and 12 seconds.
There's still a whole nother half to play. My son's still learning football, by the way. It's awesome.
I couldn't even play.
You could play. You could play.
I couldn't get my physical.
That's true. We had to wait to get that. It was always next year. You're 10. Too young anyway. So Ridgefield backed up at their own 7-yard line here. And it's going to be a keeper after the fake. And getting out of bounds is the quarterback, Landon DeBeaumont. So that stops the clock with 1:06 to go. Give DeBeaumont 6 yards on the carry. Story of the first half so far has really just been penalties for Ridgefield. And the defense has had a tough time defending the deep pass, but at the same time, it's really just been the penalties that have stalled a lot of quality Spudder drives. A little hitch route here on the outside. Stromberg gets out of bounds after making the reception. That's going to be a first down for Ridgefield. Stromberg's second reception here in the first half. Well, so far as well, the other story is that Clyde Stevens has not been available in the ball game. It looks like he is available as he's dressed. As Ridgefield working 1st and 10 to Beaumont, rolling to the far side. He might just keep this one. Instead, he throws it, and it's behind his intended target, but it does hit the hands of his intended receiver there. It falls incomplete. Clock will stop with 54.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Second down and 10 here for Ridgefield. They go trips to the top. And Beaumont looking to the right, throwing to the right out of the backfield, making the catch, looking for some yardage, and getting a block, and he's up the far sideline. Can he get out of bounds? He doesn't. Tackled out of bounds. Is there going to be a flag there for a late hit? No. But either way, that is a great play by Jake Olson. Olson getting a first down, run and catch. Catch and run. Got Corey Riley in the live stream comment section on YouTube saying go Hawks, and Hockinson on top here 13-10. Thank you, Corey, for watching and commenting in the live stream. We appreciate you. Ridgefield with 44 seconds and a single timeout to work here right near midfield, and it's a bubble screen to the near side and looking to cut it up and getting it outside and going out of bounds. It's going to be that is number 12, Vincent Dolans. So Dolans gets a big gain and does the smart thing. He gets out of bounds. Looked like he was just going to cut that one up on the hashes here to just get a full head of steam to see what he can get, but manages to get a good block on the outside here. Stromberg, I believe, was lined up there and did a good job allowing Dolan some space and didn't hold. Ridgefield's had a few of those penalties called against him. Trips to the top. The Beaumont rolls a little bit. Goes deep. Does he have a man? He does. And the catch is made. Can he get in? He does! Ridgefield touchdown!
Taylon
Soski with the tutty and does the crane pose to put Ridgefield on top. 16-13 with 29.6 seconds to go. All of this momentum captured by Ridgefield here in the late stages. Oh, that was amazing.
Awesome.
What a drive. 93 yards in just under a minute for Ridgefield. Clinical drive led there by DeBeaumont. And the kick is up, and it is through. Ridgefield now on top 17-13. They do get the ball to start the third quarter.
Taylor Sawski with that amazing running.
Fans, thank you so much. Over 100 of you live right now watching this ball game. And it is the N2 Media Game of the Week for a reason, folks. These two teams have battled it out over the last couple of years. Hockinson winning a couple of state titles in 18 and 19, I believe. Might have been 17 and 18. 18 was definitely one of them. But Ridgefield, though, knew that Hockinson was the team to beat when they came into the first year for head coach Scott Rice, and he's done a great job of giving Ridgefield an opportunity to win a league championship and get to the postseason, I believe, every single year that he's been here, minus COVID year, of course, because they didn't play playoffs then. But Ridgefield on a 3-game winning streak against Hockinson, winning last year's game 42-7 over at Hockinson High School. 29.6 seconds to go. Kickoff is blasted deep again. And it's into the end zone for a touchback, so no time goes off the clock. Hockinson will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. They do have at least a timeout to work with here. Halftime, a good time for everybody to refill their popcorn and get their adult beverages. So Hockinson comes out in shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. See how aggressive they want to be here with 29.6 after throwing an interception on the last drive. Donowitz throws it up the far sideline, catch is made, and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark him out at the 36. But that catch is made by Ryder Stenerson. This is going to be marked at the 37-yard line, so it's a 17-yard pickup. Hockinson in business here. 21.1 seconds. Again, they have at least one timeout, maybe 2. Thought they used one earlier. The scoreboard did not take away, so we'll see if I'm right or the scoreboard's right. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. Donowitz back to pass. Pumps, keeps it, steps up. Now he's going to scramble. He slides down. And it's going to be a 5-yard gain and a timeout called right away. So 13.1 seconds to go here. We might have to see how big Donowitz's arm is. We've seen how high he can throw the ball, as he's done a great job of essentially just laying it up for his wide receivers to track underneath of it. Can he get the ball down the field in a hurry? We'll see about that here in just a moment. The wind picking up here at the Hot Potato, cooling it down just a little bit, but Ridgefield getting into the end zone on a 2-minute drive that took only a minute from their own 7-yard line, going 93 yards, capped off by a touchdown from Talon Sawski. I think it was 35 yards for Sawski there on that catch and run. But a great ball placed there by DeBeaumont. But the wind blowing to the south here. So the wind at the backs of the Hawks on this 2nd down and 5 play. Donowitz gets it out quickly, a fade ball. And this one's incomplete. .9 seconds to go here. Fans, if you're watching and you're a Ridgefield fan and you normally do watch on the YouTube channel that Ridgefield has, know anybody that's still over there watching it, you can let them know that we've got an actual camera that moves and tracks the ball and a person who thinks he knows what he's talking about describing the action. 4 wide receivers here, pistol look. And it's a swing route out of the backfield, and trying to get outside and out of bounds is the receiver. It's out of the backfield, Lionel Sutton. Clock will stop with 0.9 seconds to go, so this figures to be the last play of the half regardless of the outcome. Unless, of course, someone takes it into the end zone, it counts. Jeff Stewart says good things happen when you rock blue and orange. I like it. Four wide receivers here, 2 to each side for Donowitz. Last play, and he takes a knee. And that's going to do it. So Hockinson is going to just get this one into the locker room. Ridgefield will jog off the pitch, or in this case, the gridiron, with a 17-13 lead. 20-minute halftime coming up, as we've got junior cheerleaders taking the field here for your halftime entertainment, and a boatload of parents are going to walk out onto the track so they can make sure that they get pictures of their youngsters out there. And Hockinson waiting a couple of extra seconds to make the jog themselves as they enter your picture, and they're going to jog up the hill as well. Very tightly contested first half here. Back and forth action as each team has led multiple times in the ball game. I expect a tight and competitive second half as well. Ridgefield leads it though, 17-13 at the intermission.
For free.
Nice. Free suckers. Don't tell anybody that's down there watching in the stands.
I gave the concession workers a tip.
Oh, that's nice. Did they spin the iPad around and ask how much you're going to leave?
No.
That's good. All right, fans, we're at the half. We're going to take a quick audio timeout and allow you to enjoy halftime celebration here. So just a heads up, I might have to mute the audio here for this performance. So if you were tuning in for junior cheer and sound, I cannot play any copyright infringed music without risking the live stream getting cut off. So we're going to take an audio timeout. You can enjoy the picture. If you want to hear this with sound on this performance, you can switch over to the Ridgefield YouTube channel, and you should be able to hear that without it getting shut down. So we're going to take an audio timeout, fans. We'll be back in just a little bit.
I would not want to be a cheerleader.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hot Potato here in Ridgefield, Washington. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media here at the intermission. Junior Cheer just finished up their performance, and we've got roughly 7 minutes or so until the start of the second half. The Hawks are making their way down the hill and looking to get onto the field in just a couple seconds here. But, man, what a first half it's been. 17-13 Ridgefield with the advantage. And a couple of lead changes here in this one in the early going. We'll take you through the first half scoring. And, first off, it was Ridgefield getting on the board with a 20-yard field goal, courtesy of the leg of number 15, Carson Young. Wasn't probably the idea that Ridgefield had, but settling for the points off of a turnover. And Hockinson in punt formation had the snap go over the punter's head and was eventually covered up on at the Hockinson 3-yard line. So Ridgefield starts their first possession, first and goal at the 3, but the Hawks defense does not allow them to get into the end zone. Officially, no yardage allowed on that drive. So Ridgefield takes the 3 points, and they lead at 3-0. Hockinson would answer on the very next possession. They'd go 80 yards to Pater to take a 7-3 lead, which was capped off by a 30-yard touchdown reception by Zachary Chung. PAT good. And the touchdown pass from starting quarterback Aiden Donowitz, 7-3 Hockinson. Ridgefield would answer in the first quarter after a penalty wiped out a first down. A handoff to Jake Olson went 64 yards to the house untouched. Ridgefield would reclaim the lead after another PAT by Young. That would make it 10-7 Ridgefield. Then the second quarter, Hockinson, after a couple drives stalled, they managed to take the lead on a 50-yard touchdown reception by Madsen Richardson from Donowitz, but the PAT careened outside the goalpost, and the score would be 13-10. And it looked like Hockinson was going to be in position to go down the field once again to score just before the half, but an interception with just over a minute left down at the Ridgefield 7-yard line would set the Spudders up with an opportunity, and they would take advantage. A 36-yard touchdown reception by Talon Sosky from Landon de Beaumont put the Spudders in front with 29 seconds to go, as the Spudders will take the field for the second half. And that's where we're at, 17-13. De Beaumont's first touchdown pass of the ballgame. Again, fans, thank you so much for being with us here at the Hot Potato in Ridgefield. Score updates for you. Mark Morris again on top, 8-0 at the half against Columbia River. Hudson's Bay and R.A. Long kicking off not too long ago at Kiggins Bowl. Hudson's Bay got on the board first to take a 7-0 lead, but R.A. Long would answer with a touchdown. The PAT would be missed, but 7-6 the score after Colby Knutson scampered in for a touchdown for the Lumberjacks. And the Lumberjacks will be on the live stream next week for the N2 Game of the Week. It'll be Hockinson and R.A. Long from Longview Memorial Stadium. Again, be sure to follow the live stream page, N2 Media on YouTube or on Facebook, to come on back next week for Hockinson against R.A. Long. Still got a second half here in this one. Other scores that I saw recently, Battleground on top of Prairie 20-14. Union was on top of Mountain View last I checked. Kalama leading Kingsway Christian 22-0. Union has just scored and gone up 14-0 on Mountain View in that ball game. WF West on top of Timberline 27-0. And continue to peruse here while we've got a little bit of time, but of course, everybody in action here. Oh, another league game. Woodland and Washougal playing tonight, and it's Woodland on top at the half, 12-0. Well, Vaughn, we're about ready to start the second half. How you feeling?
Hungry.
Good answer. Oh, yeah.
Sleepy.
Yep. Hungry and sleepy, a dangerous combination. I don't know. We haven't had the baked potato yet. No. Oh, well, that makes sense.
No.
Nachos are popular, apparently. Yeah, I'm more of a hot dog guy. Hot dogs are where it's at. No, it's America.
Pizza.
Pizza's good too. I'm a big fan of pizza. And we are just about set here, under a minute to go till the start of the second half, and Ridgefield will receive the kickoff. Cold? No?
Skip.
We will keep a lookout on the scores from around the league. Ridgefield will be moving from left to right. Kicking off for Hockinson will be number 7, Owen Donowitz. PL Willapa Valley on top of Toledo 23-20. That's a close game in the Central 2B ranks. And the officials getting everything set here for the second half kickoff. And Donowitz has it teed up now, and the officials in position. And this kick is high into the air, and it's caught on the run, crossing the 30, looking to get beyond the 35, unable to, is the return man for Ridgefield, Noah Stromberg. And Ridgefield will start first and 10 at their own 34. Last drive for Ridgefield ended in a touchdown, a 93-yard drive. It is definitely becoming football weather here, folks. Tight end on the left side of the line, and it's going to be an inside handoff. tripped up just beyond the line of scrimmage is number 16, Jake Olson, who still remains the starting halfback for Ridgefield. Got a feeling we probably won't see Mr. Clyde Stevens here tonight, as Stevens heavily taped up on the right knee. Tight end remains on the left, slot to the near side, and it's a low snap, and it's dug out by DeBeaumont, and DeBeaumont looking to turn upfield, instead slides down after a 1-yard gain. Looked like that was a low snap there. Looks like Carissa 777, triple sevens, lucky. Says go Spuds, let's get this done. And looking at a third down here early, it's a 3rd and 7. Play action, and this ball is delivered high, incomplete. Hockinson forces a 3 and out here on the first possession of the second half as Ridgefield brings the special teams unit onto the field. 10:40 left. Hawks figuring to get the ball in good field position. Looks like back deep is Madsen Richardson. Punt is away, and it's going to go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line, mark it at the 31. So that's where Hockinson will set up their first possession of the second half. Defense forcing that 3 and out right away. See what the Hawks got going for them. They almost exclusively started to go with the passing game there in that second quarter and beyond, and found a lot of success on some deep fade balls. And there's no safety help in the middle of the field right here. We'll see if someone bails back, but we might have 1-and-1 across the board, and it's going to be a handoff, and it's right into the defense. Line doing a really good job there. Jake Olson actually in there on the tackle. But that was a look right there if you're the Hockinson coaching staff, that you're going to be dialing up once again and seeing the way that the defense was positioned for Ridgefield. You might want to maybe check into something to try your luck at a one-on-one ball. Hawkinson's had their fair share of success on the deep ball here today. Donowitz in the shotgun still, as trips to the near side. Slot is tight there on the line, and looking to the one-on-one side. There's a deep fade ball. This one's overthrown, a little bit of contact. Hands are up, and the official says incomplete. Looking back for a flag there, not finding one. That'll be a theme that Ridgefield hopes to avoid here in the second half. They had their fair share of problems with the penalties. 3rd and 10 coming. A run for no gain on first down, and then that incomplete pass aimed towards that far sideline. Again, no safety in the middle of the field. Man coverage, it looks like, across the board here for Ridgefield. And back to pass. Donowitz out route, and it's right near the sticks, and I don't think he's going to make it. Let's see about the extra effort. And the extra effort might have gotten the first down. Let's see where they spot it here. That looks like a first down, and it is. Oh my goodness, what an effort. It looked like that was caught about a yard and a half short. The Hawks come up with a big play on 3rd and 10 as they keep the drive moving. Might have been able to go for it there on 4th as well, even if it was a little bit short. What an effort there. I'll have to go back and look and see who made that reception there, because that was A hell of an effort. Donowitz with time, back to pass, a fade ball deep. This one might be picked and high pointed there. Both guys had a shot at it. And player is down. He got some serious air over there on the far sideline. Let's hope that we just got the wind knocked out here.
I'm cold.
Yeah, you can go inside, buddy.
I don't want to get off the mic, though.
I know, it's fun, isn't it? So a timeout on the field. Intended receiver on the ground for Hockinson with 8:57 to go. That was almost picked there, Josh. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, let's hope the player just had the wind knocked out of him. A hard fall after a big leap, showing off good vertical. I'm not sure who that is over there on the far sideline. That could be Alexander. Alexander's been working on the outside so far a lot in this ball game. I don't see him in the huddle. This is just speculation at this point. And it is Alexander, but he's up and he's getting a round of applause from the fans on that far sideline that made the trip over here. Assistant coach over here for Ridgefield, Ben Moore, making the long jog across the field. But that'd be a big loss if Alexander is not able to return. This would be a great time to have a sideline reporter over there to figure out what's going on, but it's just speculation that might have just got the wind taken out of his sails there after a hard fall. Either way, after that, it's going to be an incomplete pass, second down and 10, 4 wide receivers again, and that's been the theme. I don't think that Hawkinson's gone with a tight end once here tonight, maybe a couple of times. We've got an inside give up the middle, and it's going to garner about 3 yards. Forward progress is stopped. The carry taken by Lionel Sutton. It'll bring up 3rd down and long again. Or technically, it could be 3rd and medium. See if Ridgefield's defense can come up with the stop. The ball is spotted at the Hockinson 44. Be an interesting decision here if they don't pick up any yards, if they want to elect to go for it on 4th. I wouldn't blame them, but the defense has played pretty good so far. Blitz showing from the edge on the near side here. And back to pass, delivering a deep ball down the middle, and it's off the hands of the intended target. Hit him in stride. And that is an incomplete pass. That was a great ball delivered by Donowitz, intended for number 11, Zachary Chung, who has come up with a big 30-yard touchdown so far here in the game. That might be a play that Chung looks back on tonight, wishing that he had come up with that catch. And no need to play prognosticator at this point. Hawkinson is going to send the special teams unit out unless they go with some chicanery. They're going to punt this ball back to Ridgefield. And it's a high snap and retreated and retrieved. And this punt is angled out of bounds. No return on the play. We'll see where the official decides to mark this one, and he's going to put his foot down at the 35-yard line. So Ridgefield will start 1st and 10 from their own 35. Yeah, Josh is in the live stream comment section. We've got Josh Lindquist, who's dead on with that analysis. That was a great throw there by Aiden Donowitz on 3rd down. He's come up with a lot of great throws so far here tonight. But like I said, that might be one that Zachary Chung looks back on and wishes he was able to come up with a different result. He's already helped this team out with a touchdown so far tonight, so he's not going to go to sleep completely unhappy, and we've got a lot of ball game left here. 7:57 to go, 3rd quarter. 4 wide receivers and a motion man going to the other side is Dolans, and Dolans stops and chops his feet. Screen ball is a little bit further up, and it's dropped. Not sure if that throw just wasn't on target because Dolans was set up there behind Stromberg, and it went out in front. Stromberg ends up getting his hands on it, but can't haul it in. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And Dolans comes off the field. on this 2nd and 10 play. Entering the ball game is Talon Soski. And there's going to be a tight end on the far side here for Ridgefield. And it's a pass behind the intended target. And making his way back up the seams there. Looked like that he might go out of bounds is number 1, Wyatt Hemmelman. We do have a flag, though. See what's going on here. Holding on Ridgefield. So the flags continue to pile up for the Spudders. That has been one area that has been problematic so far tonight. We hope that you can clean those plays up, especially when I believe they were flagged for 6 in the first half. Either way, this hold is going to make them redo this one, obviously. It'll be 2nd down and 20. Ridgefield's going to need the 45-yard line. Motion coming across is Stromberg. Now trips to the near side and looking this way immediately. Catch is made by Soski. Soski is unable to get a block, and he does shake a tackle, shakes a second tackle, but he is going to be out of bounds. So not much going on there. They're going to ultimately mark him down at the 27-yard line. So it'll be a gain of about 2 after all that. 3rd down and 18. Let's see what Ridgefield wants to dial up here. Again, you're watching the N2 Media game of the week. Hockinson at Ridgefield here at the Hot Potato. Back to pass to Beaumont, has time and looking to scramble, and he still is making something happen. Faces up, and he's under pressure, and he goes down. Sack back at the 14-yard line.
What time is it?
It is 8:43.
What time does the game end?
When the clock hits 0 in the 4th quarter.
Is it the 4th quarter?
Nope. It's the 3rd quarter. This is a hell of a ball game.
How long is a quarter?
12 minutes. Got a young learner here. Punt formation here for Ridgefield. And a decent punt here. It's going to take a Hockinson bounce, though, and it's caught and down at the Ridgefield 45. It looked like that one could turn into a pretty solid punt. All things considered, it wasn't awful. But that bounce kind of negated what the hope was on that kick. And I don't know if we can get it in the frame here, but there is the full moon in the background here. One of my favorite times of year, folks, is the autumn moon.
I swear.
As we are at the 20th, it's autumn solstice tomorrow night. Last Friday, it was Friday the 13th, and we've got ourselves a ball game here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff up the middle, and good job on the backside pursuit by Jared Gosh, number 55.
Why is the moon rising so quick?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's a super moon, I guess.
It was literally like just barely coming out like a minute ago, and now it's already so high up.
Yeah, I mean, the earth moves fast, I guess. Right down the line here, folks, from the rooftop at Ridgefield. In Spudder territory, the Hawks with 4 wide receivers, no tight end. Donowitz waits the snap, gets it, looks right, gets it out immediately. A short pass complete. Alexander back into the game, makes the catch, and he is just beyond the 40-yard line. They're going to actually spot it at the 40. Looked like he might have made that catch at the 39. Either way, it'll bring up 3rd down and medium. So good to see Kyle Alexander back into the lineup after an injury scare. So far, Donowitz has been pretty cool and calm, and Ridgefield's had a hard time figuring out what they want to do on the defensive side of the ball here. If they want to play the short route or if they want to play deep. They don't want anything behind them here, and Donowitz gets it out quick again, and this time it is jumped and it's batted down. That is going to bring up 4th down. Noah Stromberg with the defense there. And I think that you're going to be going for it here if you're Hockinson with the ball spotted where it's at.
Why does the moon look like a hot potato?
The moon looks like a hot potato. I don't know, because we're at the hot potato.
It ain't hot here. It's cold.
Oh. I'll tell you when you're older, I guess. 4th and 5, the Hawks are definitely going for it here. Pass to the outside. It's tipped and nearly intercepted by Stromberg, but either way, it garners the same result. Turnover on downs. Ridgefield's defense holds on their own end of the field after a punt set up the Hawks 1st and 10 at the Ridgefield 45. So I'll explain it to you. So Ridgefield is the Spudders, which is a potato. And that means that their home field is, quote, the hot potato. It may not be hot weather-wise, but a potato is usually served hot. Expert analysis there. It's what you're all paying for by not paying for it.
But that doesn't make sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense, and the ball is on the ground, and it's still loose. Whoa, the official blew a whistle, and it's covered by Hockinson. Let's see if they change the call. What is the official? He did not cover the ball up. The Beaumont went back to cover it, and the officials are getting together, and then the whistle blew. So is an inadvertent whistle going to give the ball back to Ridgefield? And now the white hat is heading over there, and you can tell that LeCount, I believe, is not getting the decision that he should get, which is a recovered fumble by the Hockinson defense. So some controversy here. And it is Ridgefield ball still. Oh, no. That could have been a huge play. And was there a penalty here? So now they're putting the ball back at the original line of scrimmage. And now we've got a timeout being taken here. And Hawkinson's calling the timeout. So there's a lot to sort out here, folks. Man, oh man, let's just get in right here. I don't know if we got any lip readers out here, but a spirited conversation taking place for good reason.
Can I go home?
Wow, controversy here. And we're going to see what they're going to do here. If they're going to put the ball back at the original line of scrimmage. So, yeah. It's going to be 1st and 10 again for some reason. I do not know what the ruling is here on this one. All I can say is it doesn't appear to be making the Hockinson coaching staff happy. And now Olsen breaking tackles, running guys over. It's a 1st down carry. There is a flag back here near the 46-yard line. They might get an illegal block against Ridgefield. So maybe a somewhat of a makeup call, I guess. I don't know. And it's going to be a hold, it looks like, the indicator. So I've never heard of a do-over before. I've heard of inadvertent whistles stopping the play, but the whistle came when the official thought that de Beaumont was down on top of the football. So my interpretation is it should have been second down from that spot where the inadvertent whistle took place. But either way, first down and 15, a couple of fake handoffs, and de Beaumont ends up keeping it, and he goes nowhere. Defense wise to the fakery, loss of 1. It's going to bring up second down. Brandon R. with the comment here in the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Brandon. Says, inadvertent whistle is a replay of downs. That's a ridiculous call, though. All right, thanks for the clarification. Yeah, I mean, ridiculous is to put it lightly. I try not to hammer officials because they got a tough job to do, and none of us are down there doing it. Second down, and it looks like 15 here for Ridgefield. There still is a game being played out here, and Hockinson looking to keep their head in it and come up with a stop here. And we've got a handoff to the second man through, and the Hawks appear motivated. At least number 43, Jasper Armstrong is, as he comes up with a big tackle. No gain on the play. 3:13 to go here in the third quarter. Again, fans, you are watching the N2 Media game of the week. Hockinson at Ridgefield. And it's third down and long for the Spuds at their own 36. And de Beaumont back to pass, has time, good protection. Loads up, throws, he got a man wide open. Catch is made. A move back to the inside. Tackled down at the 23-yard line. Wyatt Hemmelman got behind everybody. De Beaumont, with time to throw, delivers a strike. That is huge for the Spudders. Wow. Low snap. Stevens into the ball game, and he is tackled down immediately. So Clyde Stevens with his first carry of the ball game, and he's going to check out. Just going to kind of take a look at how he's moving right here, and gets a 5 from head coach Scott Rice there after the carry. So maybe they're just testing him out to see if he's good to go the remainder of the game, or maybe there's something else going on there that we just don't know about. Either way, second down, a swing pass. Catch is made, block on the outside, and this is going to be close to the goal line. But Ty Rogers with the reception out of the backfield sets up Ridgefield. I believe this is going to be a first down, and it is first and goal for the Spudders. Huge drive here with some controversy along the way. But Ridgefield looking to get into the end zone here. Minute 32 to go in the quarter. Handoff on the inside. Tackled down short, and a flag comes in late. And it's going to be a penalty. It looks like, I believe, maybe an illegal push, illegal assist. I'll have to get my bingo card out for what the calls are for the officials. That one's new by me. But it looked like an illegal push indicator. Again, fans, thank you so much for being with us here. And it's going to back up Ridgefield after the penalty. It would have been second and goal at the 3. And this is going to be first and goal at the 13. But fans, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for being with us. Hockinson Unfortunately, unable to come up with a fumble earlier in this drive in Ridgefield territory. And again, fans, the beauty of this YouTube and Facebook thing that we're doing is that you could go back and rewatch that play and join us live at any point. But definitely a play that will be looked at over and over depending on how the result of this game ends up here. De Beaumont with time rolling, throwing back across to the near side. Catch is made. Touchdown, Spudders. Vincent Dolans with the touchdown. 13-yard score. Ridgefield extends the lead. 2 scores now. 23-13. De Beaumont's second touchdown throw of the ball game. High snap. It's put down. The kick is up. It's put through. Young with another PAT. He's 3 for 3 on those and has a field goal as well. So 6 points for the kicker, number 15, Carson Young. 24-13. Ridgefield on top. Again, definitely a drive that will be heavily dissected if Ridgefield is able to come away with the victory in this one. Either way, still a lot of time left. Hockinson has been able to move the ball up and down the field at times. Passing has been pretty phenomenal for the most part here for the Hawks tonight. .1 seconds to go in the third quarter. And we got a bad moon rising in the background here. Pan it up real quick for you, but beautiful night here in Ridgefield, Washington. Mount St. Helens, of course, in the backdrop on a beautiful, clear day like it was today, but missing some snow. Should expect some of that in about a month or so, maybe sooner, as this kick lands down, and it's going to be picked up and returned. Hockinson is able to get it beyond the 25-yard line. It looks like it's going to be marked at around the 27. So the Hawks are going to look to rebound mentally here and see what they can come up with. Pressure shown here, but Ridgefield might back off, and they do. They drop back in zone coverage, and it's a ball down the middle, and it's incomplete. Flag thrown, though. So in the area of pass interference, most likely. Just as Brandy was commenting in the Facebook comment section about holy flags tonight, well, right on cue, Brandy. It's pass interference against Ridgefield. I don't know. That was a close play. I got a feeling, though, that the officials are probably feeling like they might owe Hockinson a few of those. It shouldn't be that way, but it might kind of be that way, if you know what I mean. But as you can't see on the scoreboard, Ridgefield on top 24-13 with 37.1 left in the third quarter. Again, fans, Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. Thank you all again for being with us. It's so much fun to be down here in Ridgefield. Pass out to the far side. Catch is made. Alexander puts a stiff arm on the defender and fights for extra yardage. He gets to midfield and he's out of bounds. Great to see that young man back out there. He's a big weapon for sure on the outside for the Hawks. Kyle Alexander standing 6'3", the senior with good measurables and good leaping ability, able to high point the ball. But again, fans, if you could just share on social media, copy the link, post it on your Twitter account. I do have a Twitter. It's @media_N2. Some of you follow it, but if you could just please subscribe to the channel, as we got a quarterback keeper and not able to escape a tackle. There is Donowitz. Chet Pace is able to come up with the big stop, loses a shoe in the process, puts it back on and flexes. He's pumped up. And the clock winding down, more than likely that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Ridgefield with the lead, 24-13. Again, fans, if you could please follow the live stream page that you are watching on, whether that is YouTube or Facebook. Here's a list of our social media accounts. You are watching on YouTube at N2 Media LLC, and then at Facebook at Northwest News Media. You could also type in just N2 Media. But if you look for the little logo on the right-hand side there, that's what we look like. That's how you know you found us. And again, if you're on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, it's @media_N2. Your support greatly appreciated. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And if you guys are really excited, really pumped up tonight, really love what you're watching, consider a Venmo of $1, a $5, a $10. Ooh, and it costs a lot for McDoubles nowadays. But on Venmo @N2 Media, on PayPal @N2 Media. Appreciate the donation we got last week as well from a certain somebody, maybe a relative of a color commentator. But again, fans, couldn't do it without you, and your support means a lot as we are back to action here for the start of the fourth quarter. Teams have flipped sides of the field. Hockinson has a 3rd down and 5. Pump, go, deep ball, incomplete. Well covered there, but a deep shot on 3rd down and 5. Now the Hawks will just be looking to pick up an extra set of downs. Chase Duncan out there on the coverage. And the Hawks are going to go for it in their own end here on this 4th down. And a hard count and a whistle. And it looks to be another flag here against the Spuds. I got to believe that we're around 11 to 12 penalties here on the Spudders at this point in the ball game. John Larima is subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much. Handoff inside and a little bit of running room here. There hasn't been much for Hockinson on the ground. That's probably one of the best runs, and we've got a little fracas back near the handoff. No flags, which is something that we haven't said very often here tonight. There's been quite a few penalties. Martian God 1968 on YouTube subscribes. Thank you so much, guys. Greatly appreciate you. Last I checked, Union on top of Mountain View 21-0, and it's final. Mark Morris comes up with their first win of the season as they take down Columbia River via shutout, 14-0. Just how Mike Peck drew it up. 14-0, Mark Morris won. Second down and 5. Donowitz back to pass, has time, delivers a deep ball, has a man out there. Catch is made! Down at the 5-yard line. The Hawks are back in business. And the player still has not gotten up yet, being checked on and finally pulled up there.
Let's go. I only have 20 subscribers.
That catch hauled in by Richardson, who's already got a 50-yard touchdown reception in his back pocket. The Hawks hurry up to the line. They do have trips to the near side. One-on-one to the top. Let's see if they go there. And it's a handoff and going nowhere. Defense reads that play immediately. Looks like number 70, River Lealing, with the tackle there for Ridgefield, looking to come up with a goal line stand. So congratulations to head coach Mike Peck of Mark Morris High School, picking up his first win as the Mark Morris head coach, as they are now 1-2 on the season. And we have a whistle, and a timeout is going to be taken here by Hockinson. Hockinson now with 1 timeout remaining. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
Cold still?
Yeah.
It's cold. You can always go warm up there inside if you want.
I don't want to go inside.
Dan on YouTube, Dan Hymas, says he subscribes to YouTube as well. Appreciate you guys. Hey, we're going to be back next week. Already Long taking on Hockinson up at Longview Memorial Stadium. Should be a good game. And R.A. Long currently in action against Hudson's Bay, the other Longview school. They are at Hudson's Bay at Kiggins Bowl, and it's halftime. Bay is on top 15-6 in that one. Battleground leading Prairie, last score reported at 26-14 Tigers.
I wish I had as many subscribers as you.
I know. One day you will. Just keep it up, buddy. We got a YouTuber in training here. After the timeout, not in training. You had one video that had, like, what, 600 views or something? You're doing fine. Just keep it up, man.
It's barely any.
Oh, a roll out and a pass across his body. Beautifully deflected there at the last minute by number 4, Talon Soski. Soski's come up with a couple of big plays here tonight as Ridgefield's defense looks to hold here on a 3rd down play. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Four wide receivers, 2 to each side. Running back to the right of Donowitz. Donowitz looks to the right. Stenerson into the ball game in the slot here. And looking that way, Donowitz pumps and goes to the back, and it's overthrown, looking for Stenerson. Unable to hit him. This is an 11-point game. Decision time here for the Hawks. They could try to go for the 3 to make it a 1-score game at 24-13 here at the 8-yard line. Got to figure that you want to come away with some points, but at the same time, with 9:41 to go, you want to take your chances maybe to see if you can't get into the end zone, because you're in pretty close range and you have been able to hit the big play down the fields. They were just one busted tackle away there from putting it into the house already. You got Alexander at the top, your 6'3" wide receiver. Looks like he's going to have one-on-one coverage on this play. And Donowitz looks right, throws right, fade ball, one-on-one, catch is made! Did he hold on? He did. Touchdown, Hawks! Richardson with his 2nd touchdown on 4th down here in this one. It's an 8-yard touchdown, his 2nd of the ball game, and it's a 1-score game, 24-19. Hawks will more than likely go for 2 here. Scared money don't make money, folks. The Hawks are here to play for the win. Already a season high for points scored in a ball game. And again, they're going to go for 2 here. See if they maybe go back to the exact same play here. They got a good look down here at the bottom, and they're going to sprint option to the right. Out route, catch is made, too easy. 2-point conversion is good. And I believe that's Richardson again. Nope. Number 11. 11 being Zachary Chung, who had that drop pass earlier in the half. Can't remember off the top of my head if it was a 3rd down play or a 4th down play, but I think it was a 3rd down play. Either way, still Chung adding 2 points to his day. He's already got a touchdown, and just like that, folks, it is 24-21. The scoreboard not reflecting that. That counted, right? Yeah. Just making sure. So 24-21 is the score. Never mind. Yep, there it goes. And it looks like the teams lined up on the wrong side for kickoff and kickoff return duty. They're both guilty at this. 9:33 to go. A lot of game left here. Ridgefield found themselves trailing last week in the 4th quarter against Montesano before mounting a comeback drive, scoring the game-winning touchdown with under a minute to go. So 9:33 left here in this game. A lot of time left. And this one end over end and short lands, picked up on a hop. And not much of a return there for Reese Holmes. So Ridgefield will set up shop at their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10. What a ball game here tonight, folks. Corey Riley watching from Southern California. Ooh, California. Beautiful. Aspen. Talking about a little place called Aspen. Trips to the near side here, and it's a fake handoff, and this pass is off target. Had a little bit set up out here for Talon Soski. .9:23 left in the ball game here. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Screen ball back to the near side, same result. And again, something set up out here. And it looks like a good coaching opportunity down here on the near sideline, but you hate to have a couple of little mistakes here. Soski targeted consecutive times. Ridgefield going back to that same play on 2nd down, but yeah. Third and 10. Virtually no time has gone off the clock, and the defense was on the field for a little while there for Ridgefield. This is a big 3rd down. DeBeaumont running back to the near side, looking to face up, and he is sacked for a loss. A big defensive play and a big defensive series for Hockinson. Number 44, James Vaca with the sack. Punt is away. And it again takes a Hockinson bounce downed by Ridgefield, and it's going to be at the 43-yard line. Wow, what a ball game here, folks. Hockinson with a chance to tie or take the lead with 8:30 left. There's a reason why this one was the game of the week. These two teams used to battle it out for Greater St. Helens League supremacy for a short while, and now we got a flag in the backfield after the handoff. There has not been many. Pen ball's loose, and it's recovered by Ridgefield. It looked like forward progress might have been stopped there, and there was no whistle. More officialing here. The flag, let's see what's going on. But the ball did come loose after a scrum ensued. No whistle blew. Ridgefield recovered it, and they're excited. The officials are still talking. The Ridgefield players ran off assuming they're getting the ball here. Nobody, I didn't hear any whistle. I heard somebody from the far sideline say he blew the whistle, but
who can subscribe to my YouTube channel?
what's the YouTube channel again, Vaughn?
Vaughn Eats Tacos 789, no spaces.
Vaughn Eats Tacos 789. Well, the officials here might be thinking about some tacos right now or something. Go to a happy place right here, because the officials are just trying to sort out a very important play here. A fumble.
I like tacos.
2 flags, by the way, here. So there's a lot to sort out. If this is a fumble, whatever the flag is, if it's offsetting, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. I think they're going to try to figure this out here. But Ridgefield's players came off the field. And it looks like Ridgefield's defense is heading back out on the field.
Is it the fourth quarter?
It is. Well, after the officialing here, it looks as if Hawkinson's going to get the ball back. There's 2 flags out here, so like I said, there might be different penalties. If there are, and it's offsetting, more than likely this would just be a replay of the down. Still haven't gotten a call yet here. As to no indicator as to what the penalties are. But a long break in the action here in the fourth quarter.
It's so cold.
It is definitely cold, yep. And now the white hat referee's coming over here. I know, buddy, just stick it out, okay?
I can't.
And there's just a lot of confusion here. There was only one indicator given as a penalty against Hockinson. If that's the case, then they got to back up. But if they're going to accept the penalty for sure, right? Hawkinson's just trying to get up to the line and run a play, but head coach down here, Scott Rice, has got his headset off trying to get an explanation, and they're replaying the down. And, yeah, well, tough night so far here for the crew wearing stripes. Handoff inside, so basically the exact same play that was just ran. And this time it's a gain of maybe 2. Second down coming. So 4 wide receivers here coming. 2 to each side. No gain officially on that last play. Donowitz, fade ball, and this one incomplete. A little bit of safety help that time there for Ridgefield. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. So if that break in the action did anything, it killed any and all momentum that anybody had whatsoever.
It's the magic bell.
It is the magic bell, absolutely.
It sounds like the bell from Stranger Things. Scary.
3rd down and 10. Same formation here for Hockinson. Ridgefield only bringing 4. Pass, out route, red, intercepted! Rasheed Wallace is yelling somewhere. Ball don't lie. But after a lot of, a lot of conversations, we'll say, I guess, with the officials,
Booyah.
Ridgefield comes up with the turnover. It is their ball now. No flags, unbelievably, on the field. And then as I say that, Brandy says, yes, no flags. Yeah, exactly. That's been like the one thing that has just stubbed every one of Ridgefield's toes so far here tonight, as the Spudders take over on their own 37-yard line with the lead. Hockinson still not going anywhere here. We got a handoff up the middle and a little bit of space. Running to the outside is Clyde Stevens, and Stevens crosses midfield into Hockinson territory. It's a 1st down run of about 15 yards. So Stevens in limited duty with his second carry of the game sets up Ridgefield in Hawks territory, 1st and 10. Still cold?
Yeah.
Please don't make those sounds. We're on the headset. That's awesome, being a dad, you know. B button, whoop. Just like ya boy Harold said. Ya boy, handoff and a cut inside. Stevens lifted up momentarily off the ground. Flags fly from the near sideline official. We'll have to check and see what this is about, but there wasn't really anything going on here on the near sideline, so I'm not sure what he saw, but he's walking in to have a conversation with the official. This has been a theme for tonight. It would be a 2-yard pickup here without the flag.
I want to steal the magic bell.
And some personnel changes here. Face mask called against Hockinson.
It's so dark. It's pitch black in the sky.
So walk off 15 yards. This is going to set Ridgefield up at the Hawks 31-yard line. We are deep here at 9:25 p.m. This game started at 7 o'clock. And we've got a handoff here. Olsen, a long look in the backfield before that ball got into Olsen's breadbasket, and he could never get going. It's a loss of 2. Your boy says that he thinks that guy was getting rear naked choked on that tackle. Speculation. Might have been. Man, it is way past our bedtime here. 9:30 Pacific time.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. Yeah,
I can stay up.
that's right. We got a jet sweep coming back to the near side. And a tackle down at the 30 is Wyatt Hemmelman. Good job there by the Hawks defense to hold that to a minimal gain of about 2, maybe 3.
I miss home.
5:25 to go, and a Hawks player is down, and the officials are going to stop the clock as trainers jog onto the field. Again, fans, next week we will be live from Longview Memorial Stadium. Hockinson taking on R.A. Long, who is in action currently, and there is it's a 15-12 Hockinson lead after Nick Nide scores. Jackson Rivenis with the touchdown pass, and Tremaine Jenkins with a 2-point conversion. That would make it 15-14 if my math is correct. Yes, 15-14. Hudson's Bay on top.
I miss Trey.
La Center beats Columbia White Salmon 61-0. Oh my Lord. Yikes. And we got movement. Both sides move. There is the right side of the line, right tackle position for Ridgefield. That looks like it's, let's see, 51, I believe, Jacob Williams. And then the defensive line moved as well. Yeah, 61-0 is a beating in high school football. That is bad. I laid the spread at 41.5 in that game. And it's going to be a false start here on Ridgefield. So this will back them up 5. This is big. It just went from a 3rd down and 9 to a 3rd and 14, and they were trying to get 5 extra yards on a hard count, unable to execute that, standing still. So we're a little outside of field goal range here, and honestly I would say that anything short of the first down marker is probably 4-down territory. To Beaumont, back to pass, swing route, and it's behind his intended receiver, Olsen, and the whistle blew, I believe, and it's incomplete. Hockinson players not convinced that the whistle means anything at this point, and they're just going to try to run and cover up the ball just in case. But 4th down and long here. Let's see what Coach Rice elects to do with 4:53 to go. See about where they're at on the play clock here as well, taking a little bit of time. This might be a good opportunity for a timeout here if you're Ridgefield to maybe think this one over. It looks like they're going to go for it, though. Four wide receivers, tight slot on the top and bottom here. And to Beaumont, 5-step drop, loads up, out route in front of the marker, catch is made. Soski is thrown down by his neck, and there is no flag on the tackle, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, but we are going to get a brief timeout here. It looks like the training staff was immediately up intending to Soski, who made the catch about 6 yards-ish short of the marker and looked to turn up that far sideline and just got ripped to the ground right around his neck there. Owie, owie. Let's hope he's okay, as that did not look good. Either way, that's why I don't want my son playing football right now at this age. 24-21, the Hawks are going to get the ball back with plenty of time. 4:42 left in the game. Again, that last score update from Kiggins Bowl, Hudson's Bay 15 and R.A. Long 14. 8:53 left in the third quarter in that one. Camus on top and wins against Lincoln of Tacoma 33-14. Thank you to Jake Moe Appreciate you in the comment section as always, Jake. And again, fans, you are watching the N2 Media Game of the Week. Hockinson with the ball, chance to tie or take the lead here. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. What a game to be a part of here. Two interceptions thrown by Aiden Donowitz here, but also 3 touchdown passes. Looking to the near side, an out route. Catch is made. Flag up the field, and crossing the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds, is Stenerson. But again, there is a flag here at the 35-yard line. Have you heard that one before? And the flag is thrown a yard short of the line to gain for a first down. And if this is a 10-yard variety foul, it's going to be a hold. So it will be a 10-yard variety foul. This will set up Hockinson first and probably 11. First and 12-ish, I would say, somewhere in that range. Woo, chilly. Something going around, too. It makes it a little bit worse. Ball spotted at the 25, so that means it's going to be first down and 11 here. Hawkinson's going to need the 36 for a first down. And we've got a timeout indicator here. Man short on the field. Donowitz wants 11 guys available, including himself. So the Hawks are going to talk things over here. And probably a good decision. I mean, you're going to need that timeout probably at some point, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you get your personnel out there and get the right play call. Last I saw, the score was 12-0 Woodland in that game, Adam. I have not seen a score update since in that one. Graham Kapowson was trailing at the half to Emerald Ridge 7-0, but they come back and beat the Jaguars 20-13. Eastside Catholic beats Garfield 64-0.
Garfield, the cat?
Nope, Garfield, the school. Ephrata beats Ellensburg 9-6. WF West dominant over Timberline 50-8. Union on top of Mountain View 21-0.
I wish I had 100,000 subscribers.
You'd be like a mini Mr. Beast.
Not even close. Mr. Beast has like at least a billion.
At least how many?
A billion.
A billion? Are you sure?
Maybe more.
That's crazy. It's ridiculous, honestly.
I wish I was
There's not even a billion people that like have internet, right? I mean, maybe, but.
I wish I was Elon Musk.
Uh-oh. Back to pass down the middle of the field, and it just leads him a little bit too much. Had a step on the defender, was Chung. Second down and 11 now for the Hawks. Hawks now with no timeouts remaining, according to the scoreboard here. So if they're going to come back and tie or take the lead, they're going to do it without any stoppages in their back pocket. Donowitz looks left, loads up, throws, and across the middle, and is it picked? No indicator yet.
That was the craziest flip I've ever seen.
Pass incomplete. A lot of excitement out there.
The magic bell. It's here. I knew the magic bell would ring.
It happens every time it's third down. That was a really, really close play there. I couldn't tell if he was able to haul that one in, but
Magic bell.
Spudder fans in the student section chanting, "We can't hear you" at this third down and 11. See if Donowitz has something they can hear. Instead, it's a deep pass that's over the head of the intended target. It's going to be fourth down. Again, no timeouts here for Hockinson. They're really in no worse position than where they were when they took over after Ridgefield got rid of the ball. Going for it on fourth down.
Magic bell again. It's magic.
It's magic. The magic ball. Again, fans looking to keep up with the other scores for the games that are going on all right long in Hudson's Bay, doing battle at Kiggins Bowl, third quarter action. They didn't kick off till 8 o'clock, but it's 15-14 Bay, and we've got a 4th and 11 play here, rolling the pocket out towards the far side, looking to face up Donowitz. Donowitz is going to run for it, and he is short. Clock will stop with 4:02 to go. Ridgefield takes over. It'll be 1st and 10. Colt Couch credited with the tackle. Maybe his biggest of the game.
It says it's only 4 minutes long, but it feels like it's an hour.
Yeah, the clock stops. You know, it doesn't keep running. The clock only runs when the game's going on, you know. There's a lot to explain. We'll get there.
File manager. I really want a PC for some reason.
Yeah, they're fun, aren't they?
I want to play on keyboard and mouse and a monitor. And
first down play, a handoff, and tackled short of the first down marker is Clyde Stevens. 12-0 final, Woodland over Washougal there, Adam, if you're still there. 2nd down and 5 coming, and you know that head coach Scott Rice is wanting to run this clock down and out. Hemelman clears the line with the motion, and it's a handoff. Stevens hesitant, spins, and plunges forward. He's going to be short of the marker down at the 25-yard line, but Clyde Stevens getting worked into the game here late. Gotta wonder if, like I said, he might have gotten dinged up a little bit, and they're just trying to avoid further injury, but he did dress tonight, and now we do have someone who is hobbling off the field here, but wants to keep the clock moving. Look at the big guy gutted out. Hayden Moe gets off the field without going down and forcing the timeout. 3rd down and 1. Not quite the ball game, but almost the ball game here. No 2-minute warning. Handoff, and it's a first down carry and more. Down just shy of the 15-yard line, marked down at the 18, it looks like, is Jake Olson, and that could salt the game away here.
Keep the clock going, please.
Vaughn's.
I've been here for 5 hours.
All right, fans.
Long enough.
Time to vote for your player of the game here in this one.
Jake Olson.
Jake Olson is the nomination from Vaughn, the color commentator here. And Olson's had a great game. He's really been the bell cow tonight with Stevens not in the lineup very often. He had a big 64-yard run and has done a lot in other areas. DeBeaumont also coming up with some big plays tonight. Led a great drive. Olson gets the handoff, and Olson is down at the 14-yard line. Clock will continue to move, but We love to leave it up to the fans if possible. Fans, if you could type in your vote for player of the game. I'll tell you what, I mean, it may be in a losing effort, but Aiden Donowitz, the QB for Hockinson, has thrown 3 touchdown passes. And then Madsen Richardson has 2 touchdown receptions for Hockinson. And for Ridgefield, Talon Soski with a big touchdown in the ball game here that could be the difference maker ultimately. Handoff Stevens with it now, and he's still short of the line to gain. And there is about a 18-second difference here between game clock and play clock. But I got to tell you, I would be surprised if we don't see a knee here. And I'm pretty sure that Ridgefield can get out of here.
Is his name pronounced Madison or?
Madsen.
Madsen. 3, 2, 29, 28, 27.
And it is going to be a knee and a hit after the knee, but, you know, aggressive play there by Vaco from Hockinson. You got to try to get whatever you can get, and that's going to do it here. What a game. The game of the week did not disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. A battle to the final whistle. Ridgefield is going to win the Greater St. Helens League home opener of 2024, but Hockinson, much improved over the first 2 weeks of the season, came to play here in this one. Final score, Ridgefield 24, Hockinson 21. What a ball game here tonight by both squads. Just wait. Yep, just wait. Hockinson falls to 0-3 now on the season. Ridgefield keeps their perfect record intact as they are now 3-0 and 1-0 in the Greater St. Helens League. What an effort here tonight by Aiden Donowitz, quarterback for Hockinson. Ridgefield doing a lap in front of the student section. Appreciate everybody watching the broadcast here tonight. Ridgefield's going to set up shop in the end zone. Again, fans, appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you watch and you have extra dollars to spare, you can help put it in Vaughn's Piggy Bank, Venmo, or PayPal at N2 Media. Madsen Richardson, player of the game. I don't necessarily disagree with that. 2 touchdown receptions tonight. I would definitely say that Madsen Richardson would be my Hockinson player of the game. If I had to cop out here, which I will, I'm going to cop out. But Hockinson definitely deserves a player of the game on their end tonight. And Madsen Richardson came up with 2 huge touchdowns. Of course, Aiden Donowitz, a great job tonight as well. Overall, a really good effort by Hockinson here in this ball game. For Ridgefield, on the other hand, Talon Soski came up with the big play, but Landon DeBeaumont really did a phenomenal job commanding a 93-yard drive in just over a minute time as head coach Scott Rice is addressing his team after tonight's victory. Man, it's so tough to pin in on one guy because Ridgefield really had a balanced effort. But I'm definitely going with Madsen Richardson for Hockinson player of the game. And for Ridgefield, I gotta go with the running back Jake Olson ultimately. I think that Olson shouldered a lot of the load, and Ridgefield really relies on their running game to set up what they like to do on the passing side. I really think that you got to give Jake Olson the player of the game tonight. And that's who I'm going to go with personally. It may be wrong. I thought that Landon DeBeaumont had a spectacular game at quarterback. You know, he didn't really do anything to hurt his team. He came up with big plays, but Olson's going to be a guy that is probably more underrated, you know, in terms of value when it comes to Ridgefield and their balance of power. So I think that he had a great showing here tonight. Not sure if he was expecting to get as much of a workload as he did, but a huge 64-yard touchdown. And, great effort here tonight by Jake Olson. So Jake Olson, player of the game for Ridgefield. And for Hockinson, Madsen Richardson. Madsen had 2 really impressive touchdowns here tonight. One on 4th down, another one from 50 yards out. And just incredible effort tonight by Hockinson. Unfortunately, someone had to lose this game, and it happens to be the Hawks. But good news, Hawks fans, if you like N2 Media and you like watching your team from wherever you are, you'll have a chance to do it again next week, as we will be in Longview. The N2 Media Game of the Week will feature the Hockinson Hawks against the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. So we'll be back next Friday for that ball game. But back and forth we went here today, and it was just a great atmosphere to be a part of this ball game up on top of the roof. Nearly a full moon here tonight. Autumn solstice coming up tomorrow. A lot going on, yeah. And it's just a killer atmosphere always down here in Ridgefield. And games like this just make it so much better. But that is going to wrap things up for us. I got a little guy here that really wants to get out and go home. You know, he's stuck it out. He's only 10 years old, and he loves being here with his dad, and I love having him. It's the greatest feeling in the world. So, Dan with the comment of the night in the live stream comment section, best play-by-play and color commentary ever, gold star. Much appreciated. I like to keep it lighthearted and have fun, and you know, co-player of the game tonight, probably the officials. That, you know, they definitely had some influence in this one. And if you want drama, you got it here tonight at the Hot Potato. A lot of controversial calls and no calls, whatever you want to call it. But, yep, the officials officiated. We'll say that. But thank you guys so much for watching tonight's live stream coverage. Back at it next Friday. We'll be live just before 7 o'clock again at Longview Memorial Stadium. Ari Long still in action tonight as we head to the 4th quarter over at Kiggins Bowl. Hudson's Bay with the ball in Ari Long territory at the 48-yard line. Bay with the lead 15-14, but a barn burner over there at Kiggins. And we'll see if Ari Long has a winning record next week after picking up a win last week on the road at Centralia. Lumberjacks currently sitting at 1-1. Hudson's Bay looking for their first W of the season. So potentially we could have Ari Long, a 2-win team, playing tomorrow or playing next Friday night against Hockinson. So on behalf of N2 Media, Hockinson and Ridgefield High School, and my co-host Vaughn Sisson, this is Nick Sisson saying so long. Thank you guys so much. Final score again, 24-21, Ridgefield with the win.